We're going to address some information on this CNN Facts First website. Stuff here has been used for years to club people over the head who question what is going on in the 2020 election. CNN Facts First is pretty much CNN Facts False. So let's look at what they've been saying. Does the Dominion Voting Systems Organization have ties to Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez, George Soros, and the Clinton Foundation? Claim. Attorney Sidney Powell claimed that widely used voting machines from the election technology company Dominion Voting Systems featured software created at the direction of former Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez to swing his own election results, and the company has ties to the Clinton Foundation and Soros. This is false. Evidence. None of this is true. Dominion has no corporate ties with Venezuela, the Clinton Foundation, or Soros. When CNN published the sentence, Dominion has no corporate ties with Venezuela, the Clinton Foundation, or Soros, I have no idea what they were thinking. Let's go back to Federico Arnao, who worked for Dominion, Sequoia, and Smartmatic. Smartmatic was Sequoia Voting Systems' parent company, and Dominion acquired all of Sequoia's assets in 2010. Federico Arnao, working for Smartmatic, designed Hugo Chavez election systems. That connects Chavez, Venezuela, and Arnao, who works for Dominion and is an author of one of their patents, together. Venezuela, Chavez, Dominion connection established. Also, a close friend of George Soros is Mark Mullock Brown, who happened to be the CEO of Smartmatic for a while. Then he rented an apartment from George Soros. And he went on to run George Soros' Open Society Foundation. Soros connection established. A whole lot of powerful people want us to pretend these relationships don't exist. Powerful people like the Clintons and the Clinton Global Initiative. Here's Dominion Voting, donating $25,000 to $50,000 to the Clinton Global Initiative. Dominion's lobbyist, David Cohen, also donated $10,000 to $25,000 to the Clinton Global Initiative. More than one media outlet also noted that David Cohen also gave to Mitch McConnell, as if somehow it's even-handed with the spending here. David Cohen and someone named Brian Wild, I think another lobbyist, donated a combined $3,000 to Mitch McConnell's campaign. Put that against the tens of thousands they gave to the Clinton Global Initiative in the same year, it's not even close. It's quite a difference in donations. These are the records that the AP and other people use to try to brainwash you into saying there's no relationship between the Clintons and Dominion. There's a monstrous relationship with a lot of money, and it was established well before the 2020 election. Dominion also donated equipment to a Clinton Global Initiative effort. That effort was called the Delay-In Project, Democracy Through Technology. If you try to look it up on the Clinton Global Initiative website, too bad, they took it down. They don't want you to see that. Thank God for internet archiving technology. Here's what the website looked like in 2016. You can clearly see the project. A lot of people with John Paulos' last name also donate to the Clinton Foundation. This Paulos group is located on page 2882 if you are using the New York Times database from 2012. So when you, people who share your name, and your lobbyists donate to someone, and you are going to use your company to fix elections in foreign countries for them, there is no relationship according to the media. As much as $75,000 in 1 year was donated to the Clinton Global Initiative from Dominion sources. Not to mention they partnered in this Orwellian voting project, which has been taken off the website. All of this establishes an easy Clinton Global Initiative connection, and a connection to the Clintons, of course. Back to CNN's sentence. None of this is true. Dominion has no corporate ties with Venezuela, the Clinton Foundation, or Soros. Clearly, Federico Arnao covers them all. He worked at Smartmatic, he worked at Dominion, and he worked in Venezuela. But George Soros is interesting because he has the Tides, Smartmatic, Carlyle Group, and Stable Street Capital all tied together, with George Soros donating money to everything. See, Dominion shared a co-working space with the Tides in Canada. Federico Arnao, author of more than one Dominion patent, worked for Smartmatic and Dominion and Sequoia. George Soros donated heavily to the Carlyle Group, and many of Carlyle Group's best officers work at Staple Street Capital. Staple Street Capital pretty much owns Dominion. Here's a picture of Tides Canada. In that building they share with Dominion. Here's a better view of the two together. I forgot to mention they don't want you to see this. Keean Bexty of Rebel News went to their Spadina Avenue address in Canada to ask questions about their relationship. The Tides and Dominion tried to conceal their office locations on the same floor. Watch.
Could you tell us one thing though? We know that Dominion voting is Unit 360. and right next to them at 370 is Tides. And on this board, it's been removed, and we're wondering why that was removed. What
that
sort
was
of
removed at the request of the tenant.
He is talking about the placards I just showed you off an archived website. Dominion and the Tides requested that their placards be removed to conceal their cooperation.
So
that was removed at the request of the
why are you
tenants?
recording?
Why are they afraid to know that they're sharing
Stop asking
office?
questions. Please leave.
Why do you think they're afraid
Please
to know?
leave.
Yeah, certainly we will. We're just wondering why
Just
they're.
keep going.
We're just wondering why they don't want people to know that they're
Are you
sharing
not
office
listening to
space.
me?
We're curious to know, and like millions of people are interested to know why they're hiding that they're sharing
I have
office
no
space.
idea. I'm just a tenant. I'm just a building manager, right?
Certainly.
You're not supposed to be in here recording. Secondly, you're not wearing your mask, so
That's correct. The dude actually said he's not wearing his mask.
Wasn't wearing my mask, so we're getting kicked out here.
This Spadina Avenue address is billed as a co-working space. When the building manager says the placards are removed at the request of the tenants, each tenant individually had to ask him, so they worked together to remove the placards. Here's tens of millions donated to the Tides by George Soros. How much of this is shared with Dominion? Did this pay for the co-working space on Spadina Avenue? Here's Dominion's old logo. Accurate, reliable, transparent. Here's their new logo. When a major voting company drops accurate, reliable, and transparent from their logo and their brand, it might be a red flag. When our allegedly respectable election officials and our secretaries of state are fighting people like Professor J. Alex Halderman, Professor Drew Springall, Richard DeMillo over election security, they're fighting these gentlemen over election security issues. It does not inspire confidence in the public. It looks like they're trying to make an election that is easily attackable. When Dominion won that crazy lawsuit from Fox News, they had a huge windfall. And then they started crying that their business would go to zero. Dominion is going out of business because people can now get on the net and research them, and the stuff they find makes them not want to do business with them. We didn't make them get rid of transparency from their brand. They did that. Dominion is going out of business because they're Dominion. And so we get back to this sentence from CNN. The evidence. None of this is true. Dominion has no corporate ties with Venezuela, the Clinton Foundation, or Soros. This alleged evidence didn't age very well at all. And CNN Facts First is pretty much CNN Facts False.